You have to understand that the effect of sin is not on God, it's on you. It distorts your relationship with God. It distorts your boldness. It gives you hesitation and makes you ashamed. And that's the tool of the enemy, shame. Once the enemy can get you into a place of shame there, he knows that he has affected your fellowship. It destroys your confidence in prayer, in devotion, and manifestation of God's power. It corrupts your discernment. What should be wrong becomes not that deep. It distorts your discernment. It makes you drop your standards. Once you permit these thoughts, or what these thoughts do, you start hearing people start making excuses. You know, pornography, there's no direct place in the scripture where masturbation is mentioned. There's no direct word for porn. The only thing that looks like that is when people start to make excuses like that, you know that these are people that have conceded to defeat. You have to understand that the effect of sin is not on God, it's on you. It distorts your relationship with God. It distorts your boldness. It gives you hesitation and makes you ashamed. And that's the tool of the enemy, shame. Once the enemy can get you into a place of shame there, he knows that he has affected your fellowship. And if he has affected your fellowship, then he knows for a fact that, you can begin to wallow in that. He can condemn you, and then he can convince you that that is how you will always be. I don't know if you are getting this. So it carries shame. And so for my explanation, it carrying shame means it distorts fellowship and makes you hide from the one who can help you. Number 3 is it destroys your confidence in prayer, in devotion, and manifestation of God's power. Sometimes you want to maybe do something spiritual, they whisper, you that you think like this, or you that you did this, you that you did that. How dare you? I've told us a story before of somebody that was casting out devils, in place of evangelist man. The devil told him, I know you now. You get away. Is it not you that used to masturbate? That, my friend, thank God he has an understanding that these demons are crazy. He said, even though, come out. Even though, come out. But that's it. That's what the devil can do. Try to demoralize you and try to destroy your confidence to be able to use God's authority. Okay? So it destroys your confidence in prayer, in devotion, and in the manifestation of God's power. Another thing it does is that it corrupts your discernment. What should be wrong becomes not that deep. It distorts your discernment. It makes you drop your standards. Okay? So once you permit these thoughts, or what these thoughts do, like I said, they don't just want to stop in your mind, they want agreement in your body, they carry shame, they affect confidence in devotion, and they also corrupt your discernment. All right, you are not able to judge rightly, because that's what discernment means. You're not able to judge rightly. You start hearing people start making excuses. Pornography, there's no direct place in the scripture where masturbation is mentioned. There's no direct word for porn. The only thing that looks like that is when people start to make excuses like that, you know that these are people that have conceded to defeat. All right, they've permitted the thoughts, they've engaged, and because they've tried, they've seen that no, I can't win. So what they now want to do is look for ways to find theology that will pacify their conscience. Okay? So what that thing has done is it has distorted their discernment. And you have to understand this. If the devil can get you to be comfortable with walking in the flesh, he can get you to commit every sin. The fruit of the Spirit is from one source, the Spirit. The fruit of the flesh is from one source, the flesh. So anybody that has joy pertaining to the fruit of the Spirit has peace pertaining to the fruit of the Spirit. Anybody that has lying pertaining to the fruit or the works of the flesh has fornication. If you can comfortably lie, you can comfortably fornicate. If you can comfortably fornicate, you can comfortably keep malice. If you can comfortably keep malice, you can comfortably kill. I know you will say, no, I can't kill. Murder, that's too much. No. You have not just been in a situation where you are exposed to see yourself. Okay, think about this. Have you ever been in a situation where you looked at somebody, the person annoyed you, and in your mind you were like, I feel like killing this person. The only reason why you did not kill the person is because there is prison. You know, if you were like Cain and Abel and nobody was watching you, you know you would kill that person. Go and read Genesis 4. Before Cain killed Abel, it was a process. He started with bitterness and jealousy. From bitterness and jealousy, God told him, he says, sin light at the door and wants to have you. Don't permit it. Until that thing translated to him killing his brother. And I've seen this happen time and time again. I shared the story some years ago. There is somebody that reached out to me, very bitter. Somebody had done something to this person, and the person could not take it. I tried to talk to this person. The person could just not take it. The person was so bitter at this person, they were not eating. I've seen the effect of bitterness. It's horrible. Where somebody shaved their hair because they are angry. They shaved their hair to bald hair, and just started looking ugly, tattered. Like, what is going on? What is happening? And it's bitterness. Somebody, did something terrible to them, and manipulated them in that thing, and tried to put them in a journey to make it look like they've lost their mind. And the person didn't take it well. Well, see, long story short, that girl killed that person. Real life. Until that bitterness translated to murder, I didn't come down. That's why when I preach James chapter 3, that, if you have strife, bitter envy in your heart, lie not against the truth. This wisdom is earthly, sensual, and demonic. I understand the meaning. So once you can permit one work of the flesh, you can permit all. Because they are all coming from one source. Just as you have the fruit of the Spirit, there are also fruits of the flesh. If I'm going to take our time to teach about it, Adam, in Genesis, he broke the entire 10 commandments with one sin. Thou shalt not bear false witness. He bore false witness against God. That's not what God said. That Eve went and told serpents, honor your father and your mother. He didn't honor God. You shall have no other God apart from me. One sin. The entire 10 commandments as a component was there. Even remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. He broke it. So they corrupt discernments. And once the devil has you on the floor, you begin to eat grass. You are no more sheep, you are now goats. So what do I do when I have these thoughts, and how do I win? What do I do when I have these lustful thoughts, and how do I win? Remember that you don't just, and I'm going to be very real and raw, you don't just, quote and unquote, go and watch porn. It starts with the thoughts. So those thoughts are the ones that now lead to an engagement. So it means that you have to fight it from the thought form, and there has to be root components. It's not just talking. You can be accountable, and even that your accountability will do nothing. I told people, and so you can tell somebody, say, let me tell you another story. Real life. 2 people were dating, and 2 of them slept with each other. They didn't like it. They went to redemption camp and went to fast and pray. The mistake they made was that they went to fast and pray together. So they fasted day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. Day 7 was when they ended the fast. They came together, to pray and wrap it up together. From there, I'm telling you what they told me happened. Okay, not they, what he told me, him. He told me what happened. He said as they came together to join hands together and they finished praying, they hugged each other from hugging. Remember, they were fasting, from hugging each other. Like after you hold hands and pray, you hug each other and say, yes, we have done well. From hugging to kissing, they slept with each other there. So they didn't even enjoy the fruit of the fast.